What's going on, guys? So you're struggling. Your eBay business is not making any money. You're not getting sales, right? And you're wondering, how am I going to pay the bills? How can I do this? How can I do that? Well, there's a trick, and I want to show you exactly what I'm doing. So in today's video, what I want to go over is how my eBay business is making money even when my items aren't selling. Now you're probably thinking, how is that even possible? How can an eBay business make money if your items aren't selling? Well, there's a trick. And if you haven't seen some of my past videos, I've been talking a lot about systems, creating a actual business around eBay, not making eBay your sole focus as to, what happens if something, goes under, your items don't sell. What happens if you're out of town, you're sick, and you do not have a system or a actual business in place? What do you do? Well, there's a trick that I learned a while back, and I've been starting to implement it the past few months, and it's been paying off. Now, if you're struggling to find items to sell on eBay, okay, I'm gonna link to a video right here. This video right here, it's easy to find items to resell on eBay. Make sure you go and check that out. One of the things you're gonna notice about my businesses is that they are not very simple. It's easy to start, but I make my businesses very complex. There's a bunch of moving parts, and I do this because I've been taught by a few different mentors, and all of them say the exact same thing. If your business can be recreated by a 6-year-old with a computer and internet connection, it's not really a business. And that's essentially what an eBay business can be and has become for a lot of people. Is anybody with a computer and internet connection can run an eBay business. But is that really true? So that is why I want to show you in today's video, okay? I have the little, drawing up behind me, kind of explain the whole thing. I want to show you how my eBay business makes money even when my items aren't selling. So let's talk about it. Right here, this is how it works, okay? My eBay store, right here, okay? This is where it all starts. You have to have some type of eBay store, some type of eBay account where you can sell your inventory. When the item sells, okay, right here, you end up making some profit, okay? Now what you do with this money, you do with this profit is really up to you. But I want to explain what I do and how well it's been working for me, okay? I've been doing this for about 3 months. Now the cool part about this is that it hasn't really affected my business as a whole, but I've made more money because of it. Now look at this. So you got your profit right here. Now if you're like most people, you should take money out for taxes, okay? Right off the top, 30%. Now, I'm taking 30% off for taxes. I'm putting into a savings account. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, I do not pay 30% in taxes, okay, from my eBay business, and that's just the way my business is structured and everything like that, but I'm not gonna get into that. That's for a different video. So, I take 30% off for taxes, put in a savings account. Then I take 65% and I roll it back into my eBay business. Now, again, this is profit. This does not include any of the eBay fees, shipping, anything like that, okay? So this is all profit. I roll it back, 65% back into my eBay business. But that's only 95%. What about the other 5%, right? This is how, and this is what I want to explain in this video, is this 5% is how I make money even when my eBay items are not selling, okay? So I take 5% of that profit and I put that money into a Robinhood account. This is an account I've set up just for my eBay business, okay? If you don't know what Robinhood is a free app that you can download on your phone, okay? I'll put a link down in the description box below so you can download it right now. The cool part about Robinhood is that if you create an account, so if you don't have a Robinhood account, it's gonna take you about 5 minutes. Go and create one using the link down in the description box below. That link right there entitles you to 1 free stock. So you can get a stock probably valued anywhere between $5 to $125, and it's yours to keep. It's yours for free. So here's what I do, okay? I take 5% of my profit. So let's say I made, 5%, let's say $100. I take that $100 for that month and I roll it into my Robinhood account. And I buy a stock that will pay a dividend. Okay, if you don't know what a dividend is, A dividend is simply where the company pays their shareholders a small percentage, based on how the company's doing and all this stuff. So they pay you a dividend at the end of the year or quarterly or however they do it. And so one of the stocks I just recently purchased, it was ADP. I purchased it for like $168, which was, I think I got 3 or 4 shares from that. So I got 3 or 4 shares in October buying ADP. And ADP will pay, I believe it's like $4 to $5 every single year for every single share that you own. That's not a lot of money, right? No, it's not. The cool part about that is I bought ADP at like $160 some. When I checked this morning, it was at $170 or like $171. So the cool part is I've already made money there. It's an unrealized gain, but at the end of the year, I'll be making a dividend, which is the cool part. So even when my business up here is not making any money because I'm not selling any inventory, I can still make money based on the stocks going up and the company paying out a dividend. Now, I'm not here to talk to you about the stock market and trading and how you should do this and that. I'm just here to tell you what I'm currently doing, and this works. It's been working for me, okay? So the reason why I want to do this is because at any time, I can take the money from my Robinhood account. I can take those stocks, I could sell them, and I could take that money and I could put it back into my eBay store. I could go and buy something else, maybe a warehouse. I could go buy a new house. I could go and do whatever I want with that account, with that money. The cool part about that is, this is a free account, like I said. Okay, if you haven't set up a Robinhood account, I highly recommend you do so now. Again, it's absolutely free, and you get a free stock by using the link down in the description box below. Now, here's the cool part about this type of business, okay? So it doesn't matter if you're making $10,000 a month in profit or you're making only $800, okay? You can still do this. For example, I did a video just recently. It talked about how I made over $800 selling a Disney movie. If you haven't seen that, I'll link to it here. Now, in that video, I talked about how I've taken my inventory and I've kind of sold a Blu-ray DVD of Coco, the Disney movie. Okay, I don't want to get into the whole story here, but I sold that, took that profit, reinvested it back into the business, made a little bit over $800. Okay, if I were to take 5% of $800, that's $40. That's $40 that I could then take that 5%, roll it back over here, put it in my Robinhood account, and then buy a share of something, okay, under $40 or even over, and buy something so I can get a dividend every single year. Here's another cool part about Robinhood. Just recently, they released it where you can buy percentages of companies. So if you want to buy Apple, but you don't have the money to pay for Apple, no big deal. Or you want to buy into Amazon, but you don't have the $1,700 that it takes to buy one share of Apple, no big deal. All you need is $1. And you can get a partial share of that company, which again, you can get a dividend on, okay? So that's the cool part, is that you can still make money even if you don't have a lot of money. Even beginners, even people with a little bit of income, a little bit of profit, can still make money doing this exact same strategy. Now here's what I want you to know when it comes to doing this exact strategy, is that you can potentially lose money if you buy the wrong stock. You can, make a lot of money if you buy the right stock. Stocks could split, okay? There's a bunch of different options. Okay, I'm not getting that, okay? I understand there's a lot to do with the stock market, and I'll get into a video later on talking about, how I pick stocks, my strategy, what I look at, stuff like that. That's not gonna be in today's video. What I want to talk about today is use your eBay business to fund other things. Don't just take 100% of your profit, roll back into your eBay business. Do not pay in taxes, okay? You're not paying anything for taxes because you are going to screw yourself over at the end of the year. And don't take any other money out to fund something different, some other aspect of the business. Because with eBay, with Amazon, with any resale business, there's other things you can do with that money, okay? And I'm here to tell you this because I know for a fact, because when I was selling on Amazon FBA 100% full-time back in 2016, I'm still doing it, okay? I haven't gone away from Amazon FBA. I just don't talk about it as much. when I was doing that, I took 100% of my income and I put it back into Amazon FBA and grew it and grew it and grew it to the point where it was too much. And so I'm here to tell you that if you keep on rolling your money back into eBay and you're doing thrifting and retail arbitrage and yard sales, the problem with that is you're going to struggle, you're going to get burned out with your eBay business. So what I recommend is take some of your profit, okay? Maybe you're doing 100% thrifting. Awesome, I highly recommend it. Okay, the thrifting is an incredible business. I even create a guide on the whole thing, which again I'll put a link to that down in the description box below. But you take 100% back into thrifting, you're going to get burned out at some point. What I'd recommend you do is take like 30%, put into taxes, take 65% or 60%, roll that back into your business, take the other 5 to 10% and put that into something like, online arbitrage, private label, even some retail arbitrage. Or go into wholesale and sell wholesale products online, either on eBay or on Amazon, because that's a great way you can do it as well. And it's not going to mean you're going to be burned out, because you can buy larger quantities of inventory, which means you don't got to go sourcing all the time, you don't have to list all the time, but you will have to ship whenever the item sells. Now I know I went over a lot of different stuff in this video, talked about eBay, talked about a little bit of taxes. Again, I'm not a tax attorney. I don't know anything about taxes. I just know what my accountant tells me, and so I save 30%, which again, I don't pay 30% in taxes for my eBay business, but that's just the way my business is structured. So get out there, learn as much as you can, okay? Like I'm saying, go and invest, okay? Take some of your profits and invest. And I say that now because there's no better time to invest than right now. Because somebody that invests money right now is going to have a lot more in 10, 15, 20 years than somebody that waits 10 years and then starts investing with 10 times the money. Okay? It's called compound interest. Okay? It's called compounding. If you can do this over and over again, you're going to have more money. Okay? It's the same way you're compounding your profits back into your eBay business and turning your $100 investment into now a $10,000 per month, full-fledged eBay business. All right, so if you have any questions on this, have any questions on items you're currently selling or stuck with, let me know. I'm always happy to help you in any way I can. Just comment down below any question that you have and I'll help you out. So again, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you're enjoying the videos on reselling and on eBay, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also, click that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one.